fucking spam call just busted his license I just put on. Anyway, August 23rd, 2022. Oh, it's Amazon doing it. Now this guy's waiting in the corner. Oh, they're not even going into Dunkin', they're just waiting there. See, they purposely were just trying to look at me, that's all. He went right into that Amazon guy. What of a bitch. Look at them waiting for me. I'm not going there. I gotta go shopping. I gotta get food. I get milk. I get food. No, not a lot of food, just like snacks and stuff, but you know. August 23rd, 2022. I thought it was some random car, blasting music, so I'm sitting out here. But it's Amazon. I'm surprised he did not block my driveway to do it. It's pretty fucking hot out. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that there's some perps out still. Like those two fuckers at the corner are gonna wait there in front of Dunkin' instead of going into the air conditioning. Maybe if they don't buy nothing, they don't say nothing. If you just sit there for a few minutes. Dumb motherfuckers. They really are, they're dumb. They'd rather sit in the fucking bleeding hotness and die of heat stroke or go to the hospital from collapsing from heat stroke. And go into the fucking air conditioning because they're waiting for me. I was already there earlier. Where the fuck were you? Well, there was another perp in there anyway. The guy there from the medical office at the next corner near Dollar Tree. He uses gang stalking pretty much every day at the other Dunkin'. It was him and a lady. They pretended like they were a couple and they would fight. And then he would come in and sit behind me. It was always the same drink. Always a latte with whipped cream. So now he just sits either next to me or behind me and he stirs the drink. Let's get the whipped cream inside the actual drink. That's fine. I do it right back. Just the red hat. The red hat. That's what I'm saying. That the Amazon and all the other delivery trucks, I don't know if they're all like that, but there's some of them are participating in the program. Because some of them will steal your package. Open it and take it, and then tell you, show you a picture of it that they put it on your porch. And then you get the notification, and then the package is not there or it's ripped open. You know what I mean? And it happens to a lot of TIs. I just saw a video the other day. The lady had her package ripped open and stolen. And she was trying to call them on the phone, but they were taking so long to answer the customer service. It's fucking annoying. So she went to Twitter, I think it was. She wrote at Amazon or at UPS, whatever it was, whoever delivered her packages. I wrote the tracking number, and showed a picture of it, and said this is what I came around to. And then said, that she tried to call, and it didn't work. Nobody answered the phone. Because I wasn't home, because I was working, all that stuff. And they wound up refunding her for everything that she lost. There was like 3 or 4 packages that happened to her. When somebody opened my packages, there was Jillian. Before we had all this tracking and everything, to track everything, she used to come around and open everybody's, whatever we got, she would open it. Sometimes she would take it, sometimes she wouldn't. And when she was living next door to us, my mother bought my sister a nice I Love Lucy watch for her birthday. And we were in the backyard, so we didn't know that it came. So we come out of the backyard, and the package had a big hole in it, and there was nothing in it. So like, what the hell? We all thought the same thing. We were like, oh, she must have stole it. She did that to me one day, Jillian. So as we're looking at the package, they all left the house. So she looked at us, and she went, oh shit. Like, she said that with her lips, and her eyes bulged out of her head. I was like, you little bitch. She probably still has it. It was a nice watch too. There was a catalog. If you like I Love Lucy, you know, you go to the website ilovelucy.com, and then you get a catalog in the mail, and you can order authentic I Love Lucy items. So you know, that was a pretty expensive watch. I think it was like probably like $50 back then. I don't know how much it is now, but you serious, bitch? So my friend had sent me something for my birthday, and I told her, yeah, you gotta wrap that shit as tight as possible, because this bitch Jillian, even though she moved out now, she keeps coming around, and she opens the package and tries to steal it. You know, just for fun, I guess. You know, she's jealous that I'm still living here and she had to move. That's nobody's fault but hers. She got pregnant by her boyfriend. He went to jail, and she had a new boyfriend, and he wanted to kick both their asses. He was gonna send, so he was coming right out of jail, he was gonna send all his gang members after them. That's why they moved. So, whose fault is that? Hers. I don't associate with people like that, so I don't have to fucking worry. So she's jealous of that too. So, you know, I don't know if we called the company or not and got a refund. I don't remember if they ever called. They should have. So I told my friend, I was like, yeah, make sure you wrap everything bubble wrap tight and put as much tape as possible on the outside. This whole wrap, and she goes, oh my god. So I got home, and I'm waiting for the package too. I got home just in time. They had just delivered it, like maybe a minute or two before that. And guess what? There was a fucking hole in it. And a piece of whatever was in there was sticking out. I was like, this motherfucking bitch. How dare she do that? The thing is, when we get packages, it's supposed to hide it behind the wall. There's like a big wall, and people don't really see it. But this was on the other side where everybody could see it. And she used to walk around the neighborhood. She lives here, in this neighborhood. And we didn't know. We thought she was coming all the way from Staten Island to live, you know, to come here and hang out for the day. Well, she lives here. She lives near the park, just like John. They probably hang out together in the park and talk about me. So, I opened it, and it was a nice Hello Kitty set. It was a Hello Kitty journal, apron, lunch bag, a coffee mug. Not a mug, but I forgot what it's called. It was a travel mug. She ripped it so hard. She ripped the string from the journal so hard. I had to freaking tape it back the page. It was like 3 pages ripped from that. She found the hole. She made a hole. She ripped the string. You know, when it's like a bookmark, the string. And she ripped it and ripped the book. So I put like shipping tape just to hold it down. I was like, this motherfucking bitch. I kept all that stuff, but I'm just saying, it's like, really? And I told Miss Firm what happened. She goes, are you kidding? I'm like, nope. So now every time she sends me something, I have to like sign for it. Or if I'm not home, it goes right to the post office. I have to go pick it up and sign for it. The shit we gotta do is to get packages signed, protected. I ordered a couple things since then, but one thing I ordered in particular, I just came outside, was ready to go somewhere, and they just delivered it. And I came outside and it was open. So I'm like, are you fucking serious? She must have came by at that time. We didn't have cameras, so I didn't know if she did. So she must have came by, saw we had a package. It was for me. That's how she knows my name, and she probably looked me up and got my phone number and all that, and then put it out there. Yeah, I wouldn't think she didn't do that, you know. She actually got rid of her private. She made everything private online, so you can't even Google her and get her number. And she's stupid. She thought I was gonna retaliate for her. She did that stuff to me. So she got paranoid and, you know, made all her info private online. And I gotta figure out a way to do that too. See how much it's gonna cost, because it was private at one point. It was free back then. But even though I don't put my real name on here, some asshole found me and put all my info on my channel, so I had to block, delete, report, screenshot it. The person cannot comment anymore. Like at all. They try, but they can't. It's not going through. I'm saying it might be John doing that. He would do something stupid like that. He would get paid for it too. He will do anything for money. So, yeah, I have a video of that package being opened. Luckily, it wasn't good enough for her to steal. And I called the company. I was like, "Did you put a receipt in the package?" Because somebody opened it. And they said, "No, we didn't put no receipt." I'm like, "Okay, good." They asked me, "Was they take it?" I said, "No, just somebody just opened it." And I'm like, "Usually they do take it, but this time they didn't." And I told the person in the company, I guess next time I order something, just put extra tape. So that's what they did. They started putting extra tape every time I ordered from them. It's not their fault that happened. You know, Jillian came around, saw the package, and opened it. I only caught her twice hanging out in front of my house when she first started doing it. She was lurking. Her grandparents had gone out for the day or something, and she would go in their house. I think she was trying to tell them that she was clean for them or something. And her and her boyfriend would go in there, and I would hear them through the fucking walls. They lived on the first floor. I would hear them having sex and everything. So I think this bitch is living it up. You know what I'm saying? So one day she came by, and I happened to be in the living room. And I see her walking by. I'm like, "Oh God, what is she doing?" And my mom saw her too. It was like 9:30 in the morning. So I see her walking around, you know, walking back and forth like perps do. I'm like, "Look, is that Jillian?" And my mom looks over, she goes, "It is her." So what the hell is she doing here? I'm like, "I don't know." So I got on the porch, and I was looking at her. She was up the block and across the street. And she was at first she hid behind this tree over here. She went in the driveway to hide behind the tree. And like, I want to see her. The fucking tree was thin back then. So I saw her. And she started running. And she walked to the other corner on the other side there where the berry juices. And she backed up slowly behind the wall. And I kept peeking out. I was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" "I see you." I wasn't going to take a picture of her or anything, because I don't give a shit. But it was funny that she did that. I was trying to avoid me. She wrote on our decoration one year. She tries to steal it. Like, we have those balloons in front of our house. Like, you know what I mean? You have to tie it, and like, it makes noise and all that. Big old things. So we have Frankenstein. And he had like these little spiders coming down. It was cute. Everybody stopped to take a picture with their kids in front of it. And all the kids came by. "Oh, look at that." You know, it was great. You know, it was nice to see that. So one year there was like a marker on it. Like, look, what the hell? It was a permanent marker. Like a tag. So we figured it was her. So she drew something, like her name, I guess her tag name or something. And they were like, "Oh, there's some people we know, they're like, yeah, that's horrible, but it looks like it's just a pocket. And it kind of did. It looked like a pocket. Next year we know a couple of the strings that are cut. You know, they tie it down, and it's like these little hooks you put in the dirt. So those got pulled out, and the strings were cut. Oh my gosh! You know, every year for 3 years straight, we had that. She tried to take it. I tried to pop it with a cigarette. So like burn marks. So one year, I used to go out for Halloween. Not trick or treat, but watch my nephew trick or treat. So we used to all go as a family. So one year I had a Freddy Krueger mask on and a t-shirt with his face on it. And I was sitting on the porch, trying to scare the neighbors. She got scared. Jillian was walking across the street, and she saw me, and she looked to make sure it was me, but she jumped out of her skin before she realized it was me, and she started running, and then she was hiding behind the first tree at the corner across the street, and then she did the same thing, and she walked backwards. Like, what are you walking backwards for? What are you, a crab? I was telling my family before we left that day, and they're like, really? But the balloons are not gonna mess with. But she definitely did something to it last year because we had to throw it out. She used to take, we had decorations on the porch. Not that fancy, just like the garland, but we used 4 leaves. And she would cut the string off that it was tied to. Like, lady, you gotta grip. She thought it was funny. On both sides. Any kind of plant we had in the planter, she would pull it out of the dirt and fling it. So we had like this little pine tree with like ornaments on it. And next thing we know, the whole plant's on the floor under the tree, and all the little bulbs are like scattered and broken. Really. Even the fake plants she took out of there, and she would do that. Now we have a fake plant here. She hasn't been around since. Finally. It took her long enough. It took like, what, 10 fucking years for her to stop doing that shit? It's a long time already. But that's what they do. They have to do that stuff. It's an impulse. They can't help it. So just want you to know that too. Like, they really can't help it. And we had like Gary the snail little decoration. She took it. First she broke it, then she took it. Now we knew somebody that smoked pot. It was like a medical condition. They had to do it, and they would put like the unfinished joints under the plant. And I had a pot in it. The plant was in a pot already, so it wasn't gonna damage it or anything. So she must have saw that. She, Jillian must have saw her. Because every time this person we know personally would come over and try to smoke it, she's like, "Where the hell's my joint?" I'm like, because we don't smoke. And we let her do that. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the hell is doing it? And then we figured it out. That Jillian was doing it. Ugh. Think about it for a minute. Somebody's lips were on that joint. Even cigarettes. You're gonna take it from them and then smoke it yourself? You don't even know if the guy even got a cold sore or something on their lip and they're smoking that joint. And then you're gonna smoke it. Ugh. That's disgusting. People are gross. They will do anything for that hit. So even cigarettes, they go to the dirty water in the street just to take the cigarette butts. Because there might be a little tobacco left. Gross. Witchy poo over here does the same thing with her joints. And Jillian doesn't even come around when he wants to see it. She would do it. She would take it. That would be funny. Payback would be a bitch. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Because she used to live there, so if she would come back, and go up the stairs one day and be brave. She's really a coward. And look under those plants. And then see that there's joints there and take them. Oh my god, that'd be great. That bitch would go fucking nuts. And she would blame me for that. And she would start doing a lot of shit. But this time we would probably, hopefully catch her because we have cameras. Oh man, I would love to see that. So when the person that bought the house from her, she didn't do anything to their property the whole time they were there. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, before they moved in, she broke and answered in there and did stuff with her boyfriend and her friends. So they had changed locks. You would think after they moved in, she would did what she did to us. She would do it to them too. Like you would think she would get extra mad because that was her house. You know what I mean? Like, why are we getting mad at us? We didn't take her house. You know, you sold the house to somebody else. You're not messing with them though, but you're messing with us. What? They're not logical. Because that shit don't make sense. Drugs. Does whatever drugs he wants. Cotton candy vape purse. Ugh, it's in my nose now. Oh, it's disgusting. Vapes are gross. It's just as bad as smoking cigarettes, dum-dums. See how loud the guy across the street has to be? He's doing that to his baby, but he has to be loud about it. They always have to make me hear them. That's what perps do. I don't know why he needs me to notice him. I don't know. I don't want to notice him at all. I can't see these fuckers. God says to love everybody. So I'm going to try to pray for them as much as possible. They need him more than I do. Because I'm already a believer. Whether or not they change is up to them. I'm not going to help them. They'll just get angry at me and scream. What the hell? I guess they ran a bike marathon. Could it be? We got some strange characters in this neighborhood, I swear. Yeah, it was nice to not have to film perps running around at something. Tomorrow I'm not gonna be home, thank God. I'm gonna attempt to go peach picking with this fucking boot on. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I hope it goes well. We went last year with the family. Now we're gonna have more people come with us this year. So it might be nice. We went twice last year. I didn't want to go 2 times, but we did. And it's always 500 degrees out. Ugh. I hate this weather so much. Well, I can't peach pick me in June. Or at least early July where it's not too fucking hot, you know? I do not do well in this heat. My hair is dark, so the sun will be sitting on my head tomorrow. Ugh. I'm not looking forward. I mean, I like to, that I'm going to do something. It's just being out in the heat is just horrible. I hate it. Since nothing else is going on, I'll talk to you soon. If I see something, I'll film it.